Hello, good day everyone. Welcome to another video about the REPU. Today is actually a really nice day. If you look at the sky, it doesn't look so great. Like it's cloudy, the sun is shining a little bit, but it's nice and cool. We had a couple days, like 2 weeks now, where we had around 32, 33 degrees Celsius, which is for us in Switzerland, it's really, really warm. And you can imagine if you're then in a non-ventilated garage working on the car, not so good. You might wonder, the video I posted last week was actually from 2 weeks ago, when my parents arrived. I basically fell ill. I had some virus infection. It was not corona, fortunately, but I had some virus infection and I had to get rid of that thing first. So now I'm pretty much back in shape. Still a bit to go. Can't eat everything yet, not allowed to at least. So yeah, but so far I'm doing okay. That's why I decided today I'll see what I can do. Now the plan today on the REPU, you can see we have the whole frame here. The chassis and the rear axle, they're standing in the back, engine is next to it, doors and bumper are over there, bonnet over there, so it's in pieces. So today the plan is that all the thread holes on the frame, that I get them filled with some tape or something, so that in case when it gets sandblasted, that we are not destroying the threads in the frame. It's still okay, but we try to prevent it, obviously. So that will be the first thing I will be doing. And the second thing then, I will try to dismantle these axles pieces. So here is one from the front and there is the other one from the front. I try to get them in pieces because, as you can see, we have some ripped off threads. They don't look really good. We get them sandblasted as well, so they will look literally like new. We will need new brakes, obviously. Also the lines and everything we will make new, add new ones. And depending on the time, if that works quite easily, I will then proceed on tearing apart the rear axle, the one standing over there, so we get the individual pieces as well. The wheels are still on, as you can see, but same plan. So just get them in pieces so we can move them to sandblasting, and once that's done, start building it up again piece by piece, see how severe the damage is or not. Hopefully not too much. I mean, there's some minor things, I guess. I'm looking at here, there's some holes. I don't know how severe those are, but that we will figure out once the whole frame has been sandblasted, once we see how the metal really looks. And oh yeah, one thing I might try to do, we still have here this third pillar, which was, well, cut using fire. I don't know how they just burnt it through, basically. So we want to cut them a bit nicer, a bit more even. So we will not add any other bar. I think that's unnecessary, but just so it looks a bit nicer, not that someone thinks that might be a reason to complain or whatever. So yeah, that might also be on the list. Depends a little bit. I've never done that, so I first need to get my friend over, get some tools and stuff. Don't know where those things are stored. And yeah, so I would say let's get this started. And yeah, you're obviously coming along. Shout out to everyone who's commenting on the videos. It's really encouraging to hear you guys. Please keep them coming. I'm happy to answer all the questions you might have. And if you consider leaving a subscription and the notification bell so you get notified whenever there's a new video, really appreciate that. Otherwise, just follow my Instagram. It's Mapinski, where I will post a link to the video every time I upload a new one. And yeah, so thanks again, and let's get this party started. So I just tried to pressure wash the frame. I was finally able to move it outside by using like this, I don't know, this tray with wheels or whatever they're called. Yeah, I think I got rid of quite a bit of this black, whatever it's called. You can see these black spots all over the ground. It's all stuff that came off from the frame. Basically this protection coating which should prevent it from rusting. And yeah, it's quite interesting actually. So here in the front, those bars look quite okay. They have a bit of surface rust, not too bad. I guess that's kind of normal. Here, this one looks a bit rusty. I hope it's not rusted through all the way. Here this frame definitely has rust, but again, it just looks a bit like more on the surface. Here I'm a bit worried, though the holes are exactly the same as on the other side, so I don't know, maybe they're still okay after some treatment. I'm just worried that after sandblasting that stuff will be gone. That's my worry, since I've never worked with sandblasting before. Yeah, what else? So you can see that mostly in the front area where the cab is normally sitting, you have most of the rust, or the surface rust at least. There's a bit of paint left from the original color, I guess. And here in the back where the bridge would be sitting, on this part there's a bit of rust, yes. Also here on the frame itself we have a bit of rust here and there, but basically not too shabby. My personal most concerning area would be over here where they, well, fire cut, I don't know the proper wording, but they basically just cut it out with some hot fire. That's why it looks so wonky. And you can see obviously that all around it it's a bit of rust because they damaged the coating went off, and yeah, obviously get some surface rust. But I hope, sincerely hope, that it's not too bad. Yeah, so that's the current state of the frame. I will let it dry a little bit, and then I guess I push it in again. I might attempt to turn it over, so I can pressure wash the underside as well, but to be honest I'm not sure if I can do it. It's quite heavy still, and yeah, I'm more concerned about damaging it more than helping it, but I'll see. I'll give it a try. If I can manage it somehow, I'll wash the underside as well. You will obviously see it. Otherwise I'll just leave it at that. Need the sandblasting guy will have a bit more to do, so be it. And yeah, I will try to move the axle out as well, as it's sitting over in the back with the wheels still on. So I will try to push it out. It's a bit difficult with the differential still connected, but again, I'll try to push it out. I give it a proper pressure wash as well, then move it back in, and hopefully my plan of using something to lift it up a little bit to remove the wheels, and then being able to remove the brakes, that's what I intend to do. Well, let's see if I can. Again, the first time for me, never done it. I failed on the front. I have no idea how to loosen that up. I basically just have the brake disc left, connected to the first axle triangle, I don't know, this one here. But I can't loosen these because they have a counter screw in the inside, and I can't really reach it. There's nothing on the front. Nah. There's nothing on the front. Ah, god damn it. Like, there's nothing here in the front that tells me, hey, you can loosen me, so the hub at least comes off, so I can reach some more screws. No idea. So here I'm stuck. I need help of my colleague. He might know how to do it. I sincerely don't, but we will see. So off we go, attempting to turn it over. So I've now the axle or the brakes loose. You can see the metal in there, the shiny metal parts, but I don't know how it comes off. Like, I mean, the brake line is still pulling. I loosened, I can't really see it, it's too dark I guess. There's one screw here which I can't get out, and those I have no idea how these connectors come loose, so I'm a bit confused and stuck, and I don't know. So I need to figure that out next. So at this point I figured out that these screws, flathead Phillips screws, are holding the drum in place. So I started or attempting to loosen them up. But as you can see, it's quite a struggle. They're so tight. I don't know how many years they have not been removed. So I'm struggling a bit with that. But eventually on one side I get them loose. On the other side, not at all. I think it's slowly coming. Yeah. This thing is tough. The top part seems loose, but I can't get it off. I can see the top like moving a couple millimeters. What is this? Yeah, that's the whole axle is moving, it doesn't help. Maybe it was a bad idea to loosen the axle already. I'll give it a try at the other side, because that one is still fixed. As you can see, the bolts here, I just pre-loosened them but didn't remove them yet. Nope. Oh, it's not moving at all. Nope. They're not budging. I'll need to think of something else here. I don't know. Can't get them loose right now. So here the screws won't come loose, and then the other side I have the screws out, but I can't get the drum off. You know what? I think I'll call it a day here. It's raining and wet from the pressure washing. Yeah, I think I'll go and enjoy my evening at home. Let my colleague know on the status. Basically next thing, he needs to organize an appointment where we can get the frame sandblasted. And I assume at that appointment itself, we also bring the axle and kind of all the other bigger parts, bigger metal parts. So frame, rear axle, I guess parts from the front suspension. Yeah, that's probably about it. So those things will get sandblasted. Hopefully there's nothing major coming out, which we didn't know or didn't see so far. And with that, once we get that back, of course I'll try to film it. So I hope the company that is doing the sandblasting, it's a friend from my colleague. And first of all, I obviously hope to get a good price for everything. And secondly, I hope I can attend when they do it. So I have vacation this week, coming week. So if and when we can do it during the next week, I'll try to accompany it, film it a bit. They will obviously give me some explanations as well, what they're doing, why, and so on. And ideally, when we can move it back, another colleague of mine will just base coat this thing, so we don't need to worry about getting rust again. So overall, we basically first want to sandblast it. Then I actually don't know how the word is in English. It's we will want to spritzverzinken. It's like they use a lead, and they just apply a thin layer of lead onto the frame, which basically means if ever there should be another place where, for example, the coating comes off and new rust will start to build, it will first feed on that lead before it starts eating away on the metal. So it's just an additional insurance that we want to do in order to have many years not to worry about this thing, about rust. So the plan again, sandblasting, then apply this lead coating stuff. So we will not bath it in it, we will do it like by hand, because we're worried if we submerge it in like 400 degrees Celsius hot lead, it will deform the frame, and we don't want that. So we are doing it the other way. It's a bit more expensive, but it should be almost the same in terms of quality. And with that, basically then get it back, apply a base coat. So we are like sealing it. And then we basically need to continue building it up again. So first things first, I assume I will need to order a couple parts for the suspension. So front shock, rear shocks, on the other parts I don't know yet what I need to order. So we need to create a list kind of, and I'll just place the order at the Rock Auto. And yeah, once the parts arrive, we can then start building up the axles again. And for the moment, we'll just use the existing tires. I will obviously get a complete new set of wheels when we are close to completion. I haven't looked into that yet. But again, we just want to get this thing rolling again, meaning on wheels, and kind of everything attached to the frame that has to be attached. So engine on it again, the tank on it again, already prepared the lines, the fuel and oil lines and everything, brake lines. And then this frame will move to my garage, and we will then continue with the cab. But it's a couple of weeks until we get there, especially with the current speed. As you can see, I'm alone. I don't have much help here. and I'm limited in knowledge, as you just saw with the brakes. So yeah, this will take a while, but I'm positive that we can get everything done. Okay, I think that's it for today, everyone. I hope you enjoyed. Well, it's not too much to enjoy, but at least I hope you had some fun seeing me failing. And I hope to get another video out during this week, as I said, with the sandblasting and the lead coating. And yeah, so have a good evening yourself, have a good week, starting the new week, and I hope to see you soon again. Thanks everyone for being part of this. Leave a comment or a follow and an alarm bell if you want to get notified whenever there's a new video coming out, or follow me on Instagram. It's Mapinski. It's I'm just posting there whenever I'm uploading a new video as well, so it's a bit easier that everyone gets the information. All right then, I'm out. Have a good day, everyone. Cheers. Bye bye.